So to round up with our last, course, we are going to the structure we've broken down. We're going to now this is the security application. So now we've broken down the structure, so we can actually move it outside. I think if we move it outside, we'll not be able to see it. But just hold on, like we've moved it outside. Okay, let me keep it in this frame. Let me keep it here. So the next thing I want to do is to put it inside a frame. So how do you put it inside the frame? What you do is that you have, you have, you click this frame tool. So you click this frame tool, you can actually, put this content inside the frame, all of it inside it. And then what you do is that you go to your field. Let's make it shift 2. You go to your field, you pick a color. Now when you pick that color, make sure that it is so pick this color I created here, that you can have your content there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put this one that we made inside the listing. If you want to put this inside this frame, look towards your left hand side on that frame. You will see these two rectangles. So you take it inside this frame 5. You can see now it's inside. All I needed to do was to carry it from where it was. Let me undo that. Select the two rectangles, then keep it inside frame 5. And then you're done. You're almost done. So we've generated the structure, which is also a low fidelity prototype. So now it's time for us to create things, put things in place, and make everything, as it should be. So the first thing we are going to do right now is that we are going to start with this our logo. So the content is here, so you don't need to, overstress yourself. Just go pick the content. And then what you do for me is that you do your best what you need to do now is that you do your best to have this content to fit exactly with our design structure. That's what we need to do right now. So make sure your content feels just as well with your structure. Now, let me show you. Let me highlight some points to you. So now let's say I have this and I want to increase this now. Let's do this. Let's increase this. You can see I've increased it. So what did I do? I simply carried my my already made listen that the team have supplied for you, and then I just I just increase the size. Yeah, just increase the size. Or to increase the size, make sure you go to the edge of this thing. Go to the edge of make sure you go to the edge of this particular picture, then stretch it. Just stretch it. Make sure it fills the circle behind it. So now the next one we are going to do, remember, you don't need to copy. This one is interbold 26pt. So we need to do that. So what I'll do is that we'll zoom in. When we zoom in, we are going to use our text tool, and then remember the font size. Please don't forget the font size was what? It was interbold 26pt. Never forget this thing here. So we need to use that in our text here. So I'll click it. Please don't be offended. I'm using a tablet, so but I don't want. I think I can type here. But say if I use the tablet, it should like you just not be able to see me typing. But let's type normally, without the tablet, so that I don't confuse anybody. So remember, we say 24pt. So you can see here that it is 24pt here. No, it's not. It's 26. Sorry. So I need to go and then start typing. Use my pencil again. Use my pencil. And click your pencil, zoom in, you start typing. Start typing. What was the content? I believe it was Titan Deep Academy. So you can see this content. So type your Titan Leap Academy and keep it, fit it properly. You can also use your normal tool here, your normal keyboard, Titan Lip Academy. So for the ease to make my life easier, I'm using this. I just, start like that. The next one I'm going to do, remember we had a second text here. Remember we are replicating according to this. What's the second text? Verified. So we get this thing. We want to be sure of of what kind of this thing we use. So we can go here, and when we go here, we can see that verified. What kind of points does it have? It has inter with a weight of medium, and then using 13 points. So what I need to do now is to go here, click this, and then just use right verified. Verified. Remember, please do not forget the font size. Remember, we said it was inter. Let's see the font. Then the weight was medium. See it here, inter medium 13 pt. So we need to go here to make that a possibility 13. This is 24. Please make sure you're looking at this. This is 24. So click here and make sure it's 13 pt. 13 pt. So once you're done doing that, set it in place as it should be. Try and follow your structure. Now, we've come to the point where let me just give you guys a bonus. I hope you'll be able to do this quick as possible. But if you cannot do it, I will have this icon here for you so that you live a stressless life. But if you are interested, I'll just duplicate this. Oh, no waste our time. We'll have the icon there for you. So in case you want to use it, see the icon here, there. So that we don't waste our time or we don't like overdo things. If you want to know how to create icons, just I would I would admonish you to sign up. My goal is not to make the video as long as possible, but have your attention with this. So I have made the icons for you. So please don't stress yourself, just use them. So what I'll need to do is that I'll just, remember, click on it. I'll just click on this and hold Alt and then drag it all the way to my new page. You see it, like, can you see it? Yes, it is this. It is this. So you can see the content. And just, I'm not sure there'll be time for this. This particular content, this particular one here was made from a star. If you look to the left-hand side, you see star. So if you have, this is just a quick tip bonus. So if you can actually, this was actually made from a star. So it was just a star that I edited properly that gave me that verified sign. All you need to do is click on this thing. Let me do it so that everybody can see it again. Go to your pen to go to star, draw your star. Make sure that your star is below. We've talked about layers. Please make sure that it's below this thing that we do here, this thing. So you click on it, and then you go to this right hand side. Remember the inspector panel. So you make sure that you can increase it to like 12. You can increase it to 12. But what to make this thing look like a verified sign is what is this angle here. So you go and not angle, sorry, ratio. So you go and increase the ratio, increase your ratio to be like something like this. Are you seeing? This is a quick tip I don't give you guys. Yes. So wow. So you have a verified, this is how you can get a verified sign on Twitter. So instead of paying $8, you can always make your own. But and then with the problems later. So that is it about creating a verified icon. Next one we need to do, please, it will take us a lot of time we'll simply carry this icon, drag it to this place. And we made all these things here. We carry this other one, drag it to this place. We made all these things so that your life can be easier. We want to make your life easier. So that's why we made all these things. Even for a free class. So, so that is it. Just make sure that it's in place. Please make sure it is in place. It's very, very important. So your structure, you see that this is a little bit bigger, so I have to reduce it a little bit. Yes, you see, we're almost done with this. All I need to do now is to go and make sure that this is the same color with this. So I'll just click it. I'll click it, then click view, then pick this color. Are you with me? So I'll click this one, click our view again. See this picker tool here, please don't lose it. Go pick this color again. So what's the next thing we're going to add? What's the next thing I'm going to add? To look at this. Make a very intelligent guess, to make a very intelligent guess, it is the text. So if you want to add the text now, you look at this. So the next thing you're going to do now is to write your text. Please verify the kind of size this is. Like 4.99 is holding is an inter font. Please look at the right side, inspector panel, an inter font with medium as its weight and then 14 as its point. So what you need to do now is you can be a bad guy and just copy this. But nah, just write it though. Don't be like just write it. But yeah. So you can just do this. Click here. Make sure you write 4.99 because you are that good. I'm joking, I'm kidding, guys. But yes, you're actually that good. It's not a joke. So when we are done with that, it is inter. Let's first verify inter medium 14 pt, inter medium 14 pt. So yes, we have that. And then what we need to do, and also notice something that this thing is, if you go to the color, you see that the color is what is different. 68, 68, 68. So you can still pick that color and go here. Go to click your 4.99, very good rating, and then paste your 668, 68. Don't worry, if you join the listen, talk more on this, talk more about this. Love to see you there. So we have this. Then make sure you click sorry, let me rephrase. So I click this and I held alt and then I dragged. And make sure I was on shift. Because if you're not holding shift, you can drag it out of line. So make sure you're on shift. Shift, make sure that you stay in place. No matter I move my mouse up and down, but it's make sure that I'm on the same line. So I click it and then I lost it there. So I just duplicate it again. Right, top rated, because I believe you are just after a retouch. Yes, so that is it. We are almost done with this, guys. We are almost done with this. So one of the things we are going to we're going to look at, these packages. So what we need to do is that you can actually click packages, click see all, and what you do is that you study first of all, study the text. You look click this passage, packages, study the text. It's inter and it is bold with a weight of bold, and then it is 18 pt. So all you need to do is to go to your click. Please, I want to be sure that this isn't even long. But if it's too long, we'll be too lazy to play it. So we're trying to prevent that. I know the first class was 30 minutes. I'm sure I didn't keep enough, I didn't keep time down. So sorry about that. So we have CO, we have packages, we have CO. These packages and CO is not the same. Remember how did I create this CO? I clicked packages and then I duplicated packages, and then I have it. We have CO, we have CO. So you have that very excellent stuff there. And you almost done. You're almost done with this whole arrangement. You're almost done. So you make sure you have your CO is the same as this CO here. This CO had a medium of 14 pt. So make sure it's 14 point, and then keep it in place. When we are done with all these things, I'm actually going to delete the parts we don't need, like all this text and this thing. But for now, let's just keep working. Now, the next one we're going to do is going to involve us. We have the images here, so you don't need to overthink it. Just drag your images here. You can just remember hold alt, so you can always use it. Hold alt and then drag your images in place. Do the same for all the images. Make sure it just fits in place. And then do the same for this one. So that is it. That is it about that one. So we're going to continue more on this. We're going to just round up this and then we'll talk more.